One of the market development activities that we hit on, and this dovetails very nicely with the Vermont lifestyle and ecosystem, is we created and started an event 17, 18 years ago now, called Peak Pitch. And think of Peak Pitch as the elevator pitch on a chairlift. You have an entrepreneur who's wearing a bib that has red numbers on it and red lettering on it, meaning they're looking for money. And then you have, you pair them up with an investor, an advisor, somebody that's got resources that can help that entrepreneur. And they're wearing a green bib with green numbers on it, and so forth. And you send them up on the chairlift, and the entrepreneur makes the pitch to the investor. Generally a, call it 5-minute chair ride, 7-minute chair ride. Get off, maybe have a little bit of conversation at the top, ski or snowboard back down, and do it all over again with another pairing or matchup. What we found over the years, at first we did it a bit as a lark and a bit to have some fun. I think we had maybe 30 people, 35 people at the first event. Currently we have usually around 150 people participating in that. What we find is people, entrepreneurs, use the pitch morning to not only refine their pitch, but to help kind of refine the thinking around their business model, because they get a lot of feedback in a relatively short amount of time. Now, these are, in many cases, meetings that they could have set up over the course of several months. They could have gone out and knocked on doors, sent emails, made cold calls, tried to find an introduction to these people. But this is a simple way of facilitating a lot of contact. We've also found that in many cases, it actually might take a couple of years and 2 or 3 peak pitch events before you see an entrepreneurial company develop to the point where it's investable. And so they may learn a lot in that first year. They may go out and try to do things in the interim, like participate in a different pitch competition or entrepreneurial training program. They may do some reading. They may find a co-founder and bring the co-founder in, and that helps move the company along. And then they come back to peak pitch the next year with a refined pitch and a company that's presumably off the ground, maybe has a little bit of traction. Now that pitch is different. The receptivity to that pitch is different. Maybe it takes another iteration over the course of another year, and then back they come for that third year of peak pitch. It's been interesting to us to watch those, and there are a number of companies that are in our portfolio now that went through something looking fairly similar to that. 1 or more peak pitch events, some learning that happened, and then eventually they became investable by Fresh Tracks. So I think those kinds of activities are super important for investors to be creating and sponsoring in an ecosystem.